Hi guys, I'm Yang, the founder of RNH Space. Today's topic is about our latest online exhibition Plastic Love, 我迷失在這場愛情遊戲。
我除晒衫，剩翻條底褲。我仲記得嗰日係着住條三角褲。
我覺得好傷心。
I believe you find these artworks at our online exhibition very intriguing, but at the same time wonder about the meanings behind these emotional expressions and artist perspectives. Let me tell you more about the exhibition. This is RNH Space's first online exhibition presenting Hong Kong-based art practitioner and zine maker Tsui Hou Lam's new body of art. It all started when RNH Space sole curator, aka me, got stuck in the UK because of COVID. Actually, at this moment, I'm still stuck. That's why I wanted to explore the possibility of online exhibitions. And I somehow felt very resonated with Hou Lam's way of expressions in her artworks, and this online exhibition just happened like bang with our both consensus. Loosely using her own personal experiences as a point of departure, Tsui Hou Lam reimagined unrequited sick love through a series of drawings, moving images, and poetry to unfold and explore loveliness and obsession from the perspective of female gaze. As an audience as well as someone who's mentally close to her during this whole process, I just felt a broad range of emotions reading into her words. At the end of the day, I just think it's so contagious and impactful that even all my hidden storages containing my own emotions just got cracked open. Today, I'm gonna present an online interview with Hou Lam to delve deeper into the exhibition and her artworks. Hi, Hou Lam.
I'm now on my hot sojo. This is from Kiki's delivery service.
Okay. The most asked question from the audience is actually about the meaning of your first moving images work in the first week. Would you like to explain a little bit about it?
I'm a big fan of city pop and Showa aesthetics, and recently I'm also looking at the TV commercials of the Showa period. The video piece Commodity Love has become a starting point for me to use commercials to explore and play with the idea of love lawn. I always find it hilarious and also a bit sad to see idol singers smiling, cheerful or troubled, miserable faces in commercial. As at the end, you notice this is only a commercial and they are only faking those feelings. However, there is always one moment that is too real that always makes me believe in them. I was also thinking maybe the way that we express love is also affected by media's portrayal in capitalist society, and there's this standard formula and static representations of how we should behave or feel. In this video work, I also included a lot of food commercial footage which has an erotic vibe and links to oral pleasure. While the rather abrupt jump cut and black screens imitate the experience of watching TV and switching channels.
Apart from this video piece, Commodity Love, can you also choose two other artworks in this exhibition to elaborate more about?
I think I'll further talk about the video pieces shown in the online exhibition. So after Commodity Love, I continue to borrow commercial footage and make works to create new narratives and meanings. For Babe, I'm So Sad, the audio part is actually a random WhatsApp message from my boyfriend, and he was talking about his trip in Japan. And as I listened, I feel like this is a scripted monologue for a stage performance or whatnot. I juxtapose his voice with a McDonald's commercial of a girl weeping while eating a hamburger.
嗰日我喺市中心買完餸返屋企，因為我已經2日冇食過嘢。
I was trying to be funny towards the end as the McDonald's store shows up on screen and the audio goes as, "Look out from a window and I see the sea." I think being sarcastic and funny is an important part for this video series. Same for Bae, I Woke Up from a Viva Dream. The very sad monologue can no longer be sad when with an ASMR voice, when it jumps cuts to the scene when all the audiences are crying in the cinema, and you feel like you have wasted your genuine empathy and even tears, because at the end of the day, this is a commercial or it's from a movie only. Nothing is real and the emotions are also fake.
因為我知道，無論我喺香港、英國定係任何一個地方，你都唔會同我一齊走，你都唔會同我一齊，你會自己一個人走，你會不停咁逃跑，不停咁跑。
I guess I enjoy very much this discrepancy between the audio and the visual.
Actually, the first time you sent me the slang 我迷失在這場愛情遊戲, which is now the Chinese title of our exhibition, I fell in love with it immediately because it's cute and clumsy in a way that reminds me of how I was in love when I was a teenager. Can you explain why you would pay attention to this kind of expression?
I actually can't remember why I first mentioned this phrase when we met, but I mentioned this as a joke because it's a shared memory of many millenniums and how it links to the shared experience of using Facebook, MSN, and blogs like 𝗥𝗡𝗛 𝗦𝗽. And this part of my teen period and culture may not seem cool now, but I feel like I'm able to embrace the tackiness, the awkwardness, and the pretentiousness of this MK culture, giving MK phrases like 我迷失在這場遊戲 new meanings and identities.
Would you like to explain about the concept of female gaze and why you chose this perspective?
I feel like when it comes to unrequited love or love lawn, we often think about the idea of it as being pure, soft, and gentle. However, I'm somewhat tired of this discourse, and this is also how we, young women, are expected to behave or act like, and it is very easily portrayed in society and our culture. I wanted to explore love in another perspective, pushing it to an extreme, something obsessive, sick, hentai, and disturbing. Oscar Wilde, Salome, and 𝗥𝗡𝗛 𝗦𝗫 are two of my recent big inspirations when exploring related topics and preparing for this online exhibition at RNH Space. Both Salome and 𝗥𝗛𝗛 show an alternative and disturbing way to love someone, which I am very interested in. The idea of female gaze, to me, is about subverting the dominating male gaze and celebrating female desires and pleasures. It is important to be unruly in a way to threaten the order that is established in a phallocentric and heteronormative order.
And also, as your artistic practice centers on feminism, and do you call yourself a feminist, and what kind of advocacy do you hold?
Yes, I'm a feminist, a hardcore feminist, and I think it's especially important to rethink the notion of feminism in intersectionality, gender, sex, race, class, sexuality, and LGBTQ, etc.
I know the emotions expressed in our exhibition are very raw, and I'm actually very proud of you, very proud of what you did, not only because of your courage to talk about love this way, but also the perspective of female gaze really manifests itself in the whole process. I'm not sure, but I guess maybe some audience might feel a little bit uncomfortable watching our exhibition. Did you yourself have a moment that you feel maybe it's too much or too little? And why did you choose to talk about the sick and bitter side of love?
Making people uncomfortable has always been my intention, and I guess I always find myself being too much. But after years of making works about my personal experiences, I realized it's actually okay to be too much. And talking about the sick and bitter side of love is perhaps more interesting, as if I'm too happy, then I'll be too busy being happy, and so why would I spend time unveiling those experiences? And talking about love isn't only about love itself, it's also about the inability of it, it's also about the flaws of heteronormativity. Going back to 𝗥𝗡𝗛 𝗦𝗫, I feel like going unruly and disturbing is also a powerful way to unveil those problematic sides of heteronormativity and the norms in our society when it comes to loving someone. Togawa is really a gemstone, and it's actually my artist friend Yasmin who first introduced her to me.
We can see there are 3 digital collage works using poems written by Tsui Hou Lam herself in the form of scribbles in the collage. The emotions are so strong visually and textually. Hou Lam, I know you're a very good poet. Why don't you choose one of your own poems today to read to us?
So I would first like to thank Yang for translating parts of my poem into English. The poem I'm going to read today isn't included in this exhibition, but since it's radiating the same negative and grumbling energy, I feel like this one can also respond to the contents in this exhibition, and I'll read in Cantonese. 你看，你的精液急着做矯揉多情的字，我朗誦交合須有品神的誠心，品神須有交合的儀禮。一體兩面在射精後，不過是一把兩頭刃。所謂的騎士精神文明，狗屁不通。你仲唱閹伶的歌曲，這般不能被褻瀆。我告訴你你是你自己的教主。你看，我完整不漏地背默出你的機理，效法沙洛美，以一把象牙刀剖開圓渾多汁的石榴，醬汁潺潺，如無飲血，終有一天取締餐桌禮儀成為主流，文明到文明，熔煉成蠻夷。把頭枕在銀盤上，做一個滾熱的預知夢，與神、與王、與君摔跤，才怪。夢見希律王唔認浮油薄賜為月亮，一隻雌性浮油，只能是洞察掠奪與愛沒什麼不一樣。你叫我別讀什麼性別研究了。
I really love Hou Lam's poetry reading. It feels solemn and infectious. I hope you all enjoyed this online interview as well as our online exhibition, which can still be viewed on our Instagram and our website. Later, Hou Lam and I are going to compile part of our exhibition's content into zine. Please stay tuned. See you next time.